Hello and welcome back again to the Weekend Science Update here at Dadurday Night Live. All these breaking news stories that we're bringing you are brand new to us. All right, we're breaking the news as it's coming to us. So let's go ahead and get started. What is our first story tonight?
The first story is bats can predict the future. Researchers discover. Now, I just want to point out who wrote this article. Put it in a weird order. You could have just said researchers discover bats can predict the future. It's an unnecessary comma to make things confusing, which is the problem with science in general. It's too, you can't understand it. Not only are the articles hard to understand, but now the titles have gone into a confusing territory.
Yes, and that's really the genius of the bats. You know, we have known about echolocation for years, their ability to see the bugs in the sky without the lights on. What we didn't know was how much more they were seeing. All right, 2020 wasn't a surprise to the bats.
That's right. That's why they've already been working on their own extinction. They knew this would be a bad year, and so starting back in the early 90s, they started passing diseases to each other just to get a head start on the whole 2020 fiasco.
Yes, and you know, I'm hoping that we can capture a few bats and tap into, the future that they are seeing, and maybe we can find a way to turn this thing around. That's right, using the bats echolocation for ourselves. Before it would be fantastic for your phones. I'm going to say that. No, before I get a notification, I already have the notification. It's a pre-notification system similar to echolocation.
That would be nice to get a heads up on when you're going to get broken up with. I don't know. I'm going through some hard times.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if I had known before.
So many calls I would not have answered, had I known what was going to be on the call. I could just avoid the call now.
All right. Well, that hurt. Let's move on to the next title.
A blue-green glow adds to Platypus's long list of bizarre features.
That's right. The platypus has long been trying to be the strangest animal on the planet. And in this latest monopoly kind of fusion between the platypus and blue-green algae, it's really a power move by these two species that are already on the top of the list of strangest animals.
Yeah, it's a competition, each one trying to one-up each other, all right? They know about the existence, of the Guinness Book of World Records. They know about Ripley's Believe It or Not, and they all want to be a part of it. They're looking for their 15 minutes of fame in the spotlight.
I'm curious if the Owl Federation is going to come in here and break this conglomeration up. I think this is just too much power, and the owls have long been standard holders of the animal weird competition.
The 360 head deal, it was revolutionary. That was a game changer. We hadn't seen anything like it. All right, they held the spot for a long time, deservedly so. But platypus has a lot going for it. Poisonous, eggs, mammal, beak, and now a glow. Like it's too much. You're right. It has to be stopped. So I think there's going to be a poll online about what we're going to take away from the platypus. I encourage you to look it up. Make your submissions. Personally, I'm going to go with tail. Their tail's weird. Let's just get rid of the tail entirely. It'll tone things down a little bit. But
I'm going with eggs. Eggs already puts it in a category of its own. I think it's I don't even know what it's called, but there's a few things in there, and the only one I can think of is a platypus. Marsupials.
I still want to try a hard-boiled platypus egg, just for the thrill of it,
Real quick. Owl Federation is known to act quickly. All right, moving on to our final title of the week. Man develops eggshell testicle after being bitten by a mosquito.
Yes. An eggshell testicle, all right? Normally, testicles are very fragile. In this case, it's even more fragile, right? Anything could bust these puppies wide open. It's very dangerous.
And the scary thing is, this was a mosquito. There are mosquitoes everywhere. I don't know if right now I'm developing a mosquito eggshell testicle. I'm afraid to test it. I don't know how I would test it. If you crack it once, you're done.
Yeah, yeah. They say you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet, but there's some omelets I'm not willing to make. All right, and that's one of them. It's not worth it. So get your citronella candles out, use some off. It's good. It's important. All right, for those of you that are not of the male genitalia, that's fine. You don't have to worry about this. But guys, I'm just giving this to you as a heads up. You don't want to have your eggshells broken. All right, don't be Humpty Dumpty out there.